Welcome back to our channel, the source for the latest news and fashion narratives about Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Today we provide you with interesting news. Catherine bold in the most stunning high-slit outfits as she shocks the world in extra glamour. Few royal-style icons have gracefully negotiated the tricky seas of court decorum and high-fashion modernity as Catherine, Princess of Wales. A decade has seen her evolve from the girl next door to the future queen, characterized by a more refined sense of style. The princess's coat dresses, diplomatic color coding, and ancestral jewels are well known, although she has recently adopted the high-slit style. It demands a fine style balance. Too high and it risks a tabloid controversy, too low and it fades into fabric. Catherine has mastered glamour geometry. At 5 feet 9 inches, the princess has the height and leanness that designers dream about. She has recently used this attribute to surprising and joyful effect, wearing outfits that show leg, indicating that the monarchy is ready to embrace modernity. We explore how Catherine is adding beauty to the globe with bold cuts, from state dinners to windswept red carpets. Cape coat heard worldwide. The princess's dress approach changed after the South Korean president's state visit. When Catherine left the royal carriage, social media sites like X, previously Twitter, and TikTok went crazy. A bold cape cloak displayed toned legs in an instant and classic picture. The late Princess Diana's favorite fashion business, Catherine Walker & Company, designed the dress. The brilliant, dramatic pillar box red was selected for its visual impact and diplomatic dressing mastery. The color was an homage to the South Korean flag's red and blue taeguk. Catherine went fiery, while Camilla went blue in an Anna Valentine velvet coat dress. The coat's architecture made news. The cape had a superhero-like style, yet the skirt had a high slit. As she climbed the steps, the cloth separated to show the most magnificent set of legs I have ever seen. This was a message, not a wardrobe malfunction. Catherine matched the risk of the slit with the safety of royal millinery by wearing the coat with a wide-brimmed matching hat and a chignon. She wore Princess Diana's sapphire and diamond drop earrings, strengthening their visual connection. Diana was notorious for pushing boundaries, and many fashion observers regarded her red suit as an homage to her 1997 Catherine Walker red dress. The response was largely enthusiastic. "How and why does she have to wear such long gowns usually?" one reader said, wanting the princess to reveal more skin. "I respect the convention, but she makes these high cuts chic." Everyone agreed. William and Catherine are modernizing the monarchy without sacrificing its history. The crimson cape garment showed that a future queen may be royal and seductive. Subtle sophistication. Polka dot tribute. The crimson cape was dramatic, but Catherine may use the slit for more subdued events. The service of Thanksgiving for Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, showcased this sophisticated design. Black is typical for such a special event. However, the royal family chose darker, dignified hues to commemorate the Duke's life rather than grieve his death. Catherine picked Alessandra Rich's vintage-inspired, feminine black and white polka dot dress. The dress seemed modest, high-necked, long-sleeved, and midi-length. However, the skirt had a tiny side slit. In church, a high slit may be improper. Catherine's execution was superb. The cloth flowed through the slit, preventing the thick pattern from engulfing her. Learning the "blink and you'll miss it" appeal. Walking through the slit created a dynamic silhouette, not showing flesh. It gave an 80s-inspired style a modern edge. It showed that Catherine is not dowdy, even while respecting the family patriarch. She stays fashion-forward, knowing that a well-placed cut may turn a costume into couture. Blue enchantment and red carpet wins. The Princess of Wales is no stranger to the red carpet, where she feels most free to embrace her Hollywood style. The UK premiere of A Street Cat Named Bob was one of her first and most memorable high-slit appearances. Catherine came in a self-portrait white crochet bodice maxi dress with a thigh-high slit and pleated skirt. A bold garment became cinematic beauty that evening because of the strong wind. The slit expanded when the wind grabbed the skirt layers, letting the garment billow like a cloud. "She looks like the wind is her personal stylist," a fashion editor said. "She lets her hair flow and clothing move without seeming messy." This style, known as her true blue phase, despite the white dress, the feeling was royal blue blood, showed her capacity to control chaos. Catherine handled a soaring hemline like a supermodel. The slit allowed a full stride and reduced the crochet and pleats' apparent weight. Her attire showed that she was coming to promote a charity film and exude beauty. The coat dress, illusion masterclass. The Princess of Wales' professional outfit revolves around coat dresses. It photos well, is practical for British weather, and is formal enough for royal events. Catherine has weaponized the coat dress to show off her legs without exposing them. When buttoned or zipped along the front, coat dresses create a center slit that opens as the wearer moves. Catherine has used tailoring well throughout her pregnancy and winter walks. Consider her Christmas Day and early spring appearances. She risks appearing boxy, bundled with thick wool or velvet. The answer? An open-skirted coat. She often wore A-line jackets over her belly that showed leg with every step when pregnant with Prince Louis. The accidental slit is fantastic, provides credible denial. She is wearing a moving coat, not a thigh-length dress. This permits her to seem young while being proper. A tartan Alexander McQueen or custom emerald green walker. The coat dress slit is her distinctive approach for converting a sidewalk into a runway. The Emerald King, St. Patrick's Day style. As for emerald, Catherine's style is incomplete without addressing her green obsession. The princess wears a different green for the Irish Guards' St. Patrick's Day parade every March. Over time, thick, military-inspired jackets have given way to tailored, streamlined shapes with slits. We are green with envy, not only over the hue, but also over the tailoring. A memorable year saw her wear a turquoise coat with a defined waist and an overlapping front skirt. As she gave the shamrocks to the guards and their mascot, the Irish wolfhound, the coat accented her long legs and high suede shoes. The exact definition of power dressing. She must demand respect as Colonel of the Irish Guards, a rank she just received from her husband. Her precise tailoring and confident stride from the skirt slit communicate authority. She is a contemporary royal who takes her health and fashion seriously. Pre-royal flashback, the beginning. Catherine's high-slit style began in 2009, 2 years before she joined the royal family. Nicholas Van Cutsem married Alice Hayden Patten. The British elite was in attendance, and Prince William's girlfriend was the center of attention. A fascinator topped Catherine's silver blue coat dress over a patterned dress. Even then, the Kate effect was strong. The confident step and coat split to show the dress stood out, a preview of the stylistic guidelines she would rewrite. At the time, the press concentrated on her wedding prospects. Look back at those photos and find a young lady experimenting with the shapes that would characterize her royal career. The side slit was a bonus, a preview of the grandeur to come. It was a style worth dying for then, and still inspires wedding guest attire. Beautiful, courteous, and never dull. Cultural diplomacy, the Pakistan tour. International visits, particularly to Pakistan, may be the most fascinating use of the slot. She had to follow modest Islamic clothing regulations while maintaining her flair on this trip, her most difficult fashion challenge. Catherine chose many shalwar kameez outfits. Traditional tunics have high side slits for mobility. Catherine totally accepted this. She donned magnificent turquoise, white, and ombre handcrafted pieces with deep side slits that showed fitted pants. This east-west confluence was fantastic. The side slits were culturally acceptable and required for the garment's design, but Catherine loved long, slender lines. It revealed that the slit is about architecture and movement, not simply skin. By wearing the tunic, she thanked her guests, but by having it fitted perfectly, she retained her worldwide fashion icon status. It showed that the appropriate cut can cover one from neck to ankle, and yet look stylish. Fitness factor, royal workout. One cannot describe Catherine's love of high-slit gowns without mentioning her figure. After 3 children, the princess is in top form at 42. It is well known that she runs, planks, and plays tennis. The high slit shows this discipline's nuance. It shows her gym leg day results without her saying a word. Wearing a garment that shows her toned leg or thigh humanizes her. It reminds the audience that the woman behind the tiara and titles works hard for her health. Social media comments often address this. One commenter said, "The Princess of Wales certainly loves her leg workout," after seeing her in a side-opening white dress. Catherine's athletic, muscular body is admired in a society where celebrities typically get surgery. The high slit frames her wellness art. The power couple, modernizing the monarchy together. Finally, Catherine's charm shines brighter with Prince William. Their brand as the future king and queen relies on their visual presentation. William, with crisp, conservative clothing, is the conventional anchor. Catherine is free to be the star. The pair can stroll the streets of any city, from London to Sydney, looking like $1 billion. Catherine's bold cut contrasts William's restraint. It shows that he symbolizes the crown's continuity, and she its vibrancy and future. The chemistry is evident during their Easter visit in Sydney, Australia, and BAFTA red carpet presentation. He holds space. She grabs light. The Wales family uses the high-slit fashion trend as a soft power tactic. It keeps cameras rolling, periodicals publishing, and the world watching. Conclusion. Cut Queen Catherine's style will develop as the British monarchy moves forward. She has evolved beyond knee-length outfits of her early royal years and into daring innovation. High slits on red cape coats, polka-dot midi dresses, and gorgeous evening gowns are more than a fad. It represents a self-assured lady in her position. Despite her frumpiness, she follows procedure. Catherine, Princess of Wales, has shown she can shock the world with splendor while maintaining humility. Her ability to add imagination and excitement to the royal beat has won us over, along with her diligent charitable work and dedication to early childhood development. Next time the princess leaves, watch for her stride. See the lining flash, fabric movement, and woman's confidence. Catherine walks her own route on red carpets and church paths, and the vista is breathtaking. Thank you for watching the video. Please let us know your thoughts, and goodbye for now.